Prince Andrew was moved to tears as King Charles III honored him with a new title, marking a day of profound emotion and unexpected developments for the British royal family. The ceremony at Buckingham Palace saw King Charles extend a remarkable gesture of forgiveness toward his younger brother, Prince Andrew, who had been mired in scandal and disgrace. Prince Andrew's fall from grace began with a devastating sex abuse scandal that left his reputation in ruins. After a disastrous television interview and a civil case brought against him by Virginia Giuffre, many believed his royal career was irreparably damaged. However, in a surprising turn of events, King Charles, known for his emphasis on family and forgiveness, saw an opportunity for redemption for his embattled brother. On this historic day, as the royals gathered in the opulent ballroom of Buckingham Palace, anticipation filled the air. Prince Andrew, once the confident and outgoing, spare heir, appeared nervous and unsure of his place within the family. But when King Charles rose to address the assembly, his words were both generous and profound. Today, we are here to acknowledge the mistakes of the past and look toward a future of healing and reconciliation, the king began, his voice steady and measured. My brother, Prince Andrew, has faced immense challenges in recent years, challenges that have left deep scars both personal and public. But I believe that every man deserves the opportunity to atone, to find redemption, and to serve his country once more. The room fell silent as King Charles paused, allowing his words to sink in. Then, with a regal sweep of his hand, he continued, "It is with great pride and conviction that I bestow upon Prince Andrew the title of Duke of York once more. This title, which he previously held, symbolizes his birthright, his lineage, and his rightful place within the House of Windsor. But it is also a testament to the faith I have in his ability to redeem himself, to serve the crown, and to once again become a respected member of the royal family." The reaction from the assembled guests was one of stunned silence, followed by a smattering of applause. Visibly shaken, Prince Andrew stepped forward, his eyes brimming with tears. "Your Majesty," he began, his voice trembling with emotion, "I am humbled beyond measure by your generosity, your compassion, and your willingness to forgive. I have made many mistakes in my life, mistakes that have brought great pain and embarrassment not only to myself but to this family and to the nation I love so dearly." He paused, taking a deep breath before continuing, "But I stand before you today resolved to make amends, to serve this country and its people with the utmost dedication and integrity. This title, this honor, is not something I take lightly. It is a call to action, a responsibility that I will bear with the gravitas and humility it deserves." As Prince Andrew spoke, the atmosphere in the room shifted. The once critical glares of his family members softened, replaced by a sense of cautious optimism. Even the usually stoic Queen Consort Camilla was seen wiping away a tear. When Prince Andrew finished, King Charles stepped forward and, in a gesture that stunned onlookers, embraced his younger brother. The two men, once at odds, held each other tightly, a silent understanding passing between them. In the days that followed, news of Prince Andrew's restoration spread rapidly, sparking mixed reactions from the British public. Some welcomed the move, seeing it as an act of compassion and a chance for redemption. Others, however, remained deeply skeptical, unwilling to forgive the prince's past transgressions. But for Prince Andrew, the road to redemption had only just begun. In the weeks and months that followed, he threw himself wholeheartedly into his royal duties, attending engagements, championing charitable causes, and making public appearances that showcased his renewed commitment to service. Gone was the arrogant and entitled persona of the past. In its place, a humbler, more reflective Prince Andrew began to emerge. He spoke openly about his mistakes, acknowledging the pain he had caused and vowing to spend the rest of his life making amends. Gradually, the public began to take notice. Letters and messages of support trickled in, with many Britons expressing admiration for the prince's willingness to own his past and strive for a better future. Meanwhile, Behind the scenes, King Charles worked tirelessly to rehabilitate his brother's image, leveraging his influence and political acumen to shield Prince Andrew from further scrutiny and to reintegrate him into the royal fold. It was a delicate balancing act, one that required navigating the complex web of royal protocol, public opinion, and personal loyalties. But for Charles, the task was personal, driven by a deep-seated belief in the power of forgiveness and the possibility of redemption. As the months turned into years, Prince Andrew's transformation continued. His public persona evolved from that of a disgraced royal to a humble, dedicated servant of the crown. He took on new charitable initiatives, championed causes close to his heart, and participated in public engagements with a renewed sense of purpose and humility. Today, as the nation celebrates the coronation of King Charles III, Prince Andrew stands tall, his head held high, his eyes brimming with a newfound sense of pride and purpose. The once tarnished royal has been reborn, a testament to the power of forgiveness and the resilience of the human spirit. And as the cheers of the crowds fill the streets of London, it is clear that Prince Andrew has found his redemption, his place within the royal family fully restored. It is a moment of triumph, not just for the prince, but for the entire House of Windsor, a family that has weathered its fair share of storms but has emerged stronger, more united, and more resolute than ever before.